Alright class, last night I graded the exams, and I will hand them back to you. So far, most of you have gotten an A or a B, there are some C's, only one D, but one of you received a failing grade, and whoever that may be, please see me after school.
An F-, really? This cannot be real, because I knew all the answers on the test. And I remembered all of the information.
I'm sorry, Arthur. But that is the result of you not studying, and not taking notes during lecture. You're going to have to see me after school because we need to discuss your grades so far.
No. Why? I don't want to repeat the 12th grade. 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 This is so unreal.
Arthur, sit right back down, and stop throwing a tantrum.
You heard Colby, sit back down this instant, and stop throwing a tantrum, or I will send you to detention. Your choice. Arthur, you just threw down your desk. That's it, I've had enough of you today, go to detention. Right, now.
Detention, really? I have been sent there so many times my entire life, and it's because my teachers like to ground me on daily basis. This time, I'm not going to detention. Instead, I am going to jump on a call with one of my good friends, may it be Chorus, or Joel.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I may have just found a way to get my old job back, or find another teaching job somewhere else. Hello?
Hey Miss Martin.
Oh, hey Arthur, how are you doing today?
I'm doing alright. My stupid teacher gave me a failing grade on my exam for no reason, and he also sent me to detention.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
I know. But I have a solution for this.
What is it? I hope it's something I will really enjoy.
I'm going to hire you to replace my current teacher at my school.
Really? But how are you going to do this? You're not the principal of your school.
No, I've got a really great idea, and I've done this before. Listen carefully. First, I am going to make a suit that looks just like my teacher. And when I get into the suit, I will impersonate my teacher, and act like a spoiled Karen. Of course, the principal will see this in the surveillance footage, and my teacher will lose his job. And the very next day, you're going to take over my class, act like a Karen, and ground all of the non-troublemaker students. Ha 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 ha.
You know what? I actually like your idea. Let me know when your current teacher has been terminated from his job, and then I will be the new teacher for your class.
Anyways, I better get going, because I need to start making the costume. I already have parts to make it in the garage. But as soon as my teacher is terminated, I will send you a message over WhatsApp. You have a good rest of your afternoon, Miss Martin.
You take care as well, Arthur.
Now that I got off the phone with Miss Martin, I'm going to skip detention, go straight home, and start making the suit. And once it's finished, I will come back to the school the next day, dressed up as my teacher. Alright, now that I am in the garage, I will begin making the suit, and it should take about 3 to 4 hours, unless I use GoAnimate logic. And from there on out, I am all set to wear the suit once I get to the school tomorrow. Yay, I just finished making the suit, and it took less time than I expected. And it's because I used GoAnimate logic. Now, I must hide the suit in my room so that my parents don't find out about it. And tomorrow, I have to leave the house pretty early. Now, before anybody sees me, I am going to get into this suit, then I will enter the classroom, and impersonate Mr. Stevenson.
Good morning, class. I have an important announcement to make.
What is it, Mr. Stevenson?
The good news is that I will not be assigning homework for the rest of the week, and I won't assign any over the weekend either. However, I have a bit of bad news. Today we're going to be doing some math. However, if you miss one question, you will be grounded for infinity, and you will also serve detention for 1 hour after school for a month. With that said, let's get started. The first question is for Colby. What is 7 times 7?
Are we back in elementary school or something? This is the 12th grade, and we should be learning trigonometry or pre-calculus, not elementary math.
Hey, don't you criticize my teaching like that. I can teach however I want, and whatever I want, and that is final. One more word coming from you, and you will be grounded.
You're not our dad, so no, you cannot ground us. Besides, we are much better behaved now than when we were a lot younger.
I don't care if I am your dad. You're grounded, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now Colby, answer the question. What is 7 times 7?
The answer is 49. Now can we move on to pre-calculus?
That is not the right answer. The answer is 77. Now go to the timeout corner.
I don't know what has gotten into you today. You didn't used to behave like you're doing right now, but now you're acting more entitled. What is going on?
For your information, this is my classroom, and more importantly, I own the school, and so you're going to have to do everything I say. Okay?
It's not your school, it's another high school that is owned by the city. But unlike GoAnimate City High School, this is a specialty high school. So you can't act like this school is yours, when in fact it's not really.
And by the way, if you keep acting like this, we will report you to the principal, and then you will probably be suspended from work with no pay. Worst case scenario, you get terminated from your job.
You are all grounded for 1, 8, 7, 9, 5, 7, 4, 6, 2, 3, 1, 9, 0, 9, 8, 5, 7, 3, 2, 1, 6, 4, 8, 1, 3, 2, 4, 9, 0, 1, 2, 0, 9, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0, 6, 7, 5, 4, 1, 2, 9, 1, 0, 1, 0 Googleplex generations. Get out, all of you.
Wait a minute, Is that a suit that looks just like me? And why did I hear crashing sounds when I arrived to campus? I better check to see what happened. Oh 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 oh. I can't believe that someone would make a mess of my classroom. And I have a very good feeling Arthur was behind this.
Mr. Stevenson, report to the front office immediately. Mr. Stevenson, report to the front office immediately.
Principal Geraint, why do you look so angry right now?
Mr. Stevenson, don't you play smart with me. You know why I'm angry right now. I saw on the surveillance cameras that you destroyed your classroom after acting very entitled, telling your students that you can ground them.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did no such thing. I arrived to campus about 15 minutes late because there was a lot of traffic on the freeway.
Hey, don't you lie to me like that, because that's only going to make the situation worse.
And how long ago did this happen?
It was 10 minutes ago when I heard all of the crashing noises.
Well, 10 minutes ago, I was driving to campus when this all happened. And when I arrived, I saw someone wearing a suit that looks just like me.
Hey, what did I say about lying? Maybe if I show you the surveillance tapes, you will have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Come over here.
Principal, there is no way that I could have done all of this. Seriously.
Mr. Stevenson, that person in the classroom looks just like you, and what you are doing is something to be taken very, very seriously. For this, I am going to make a very hard decision, and let you go from your position. Now, get out of my office.
Miss Martin, it's Arthur. I have some really good news.
What is it? Did things go as planned?
Yes. Mr. Stevenson just got terminated from his job. And this means you're going to take over for my class starting from tomorrow.
That's really good to know. Anyways, let's meet 1 block from the school tomorrow morning. Good morning, class. My name is Miss Martin, and I will be your new teacher for the remainder of the school year. Before we get started with today's lesson, let me go over the new classroom rules. But first, I will be taking attendance, then I will go over the new rules, which should take no more than 5 to 10 minutes. Nathan.
Here.
Colby.
Here.
Arthur.
Here.
Now that I've gone over the new rules and taken attendance, we will start the school day with some math. Remember, any question you get wrong, and you will serve an hour of detention after school for 2 months. Now let's get started. Nathan, what is 375746231349034267342940242940242829 times 89242098246323316051451382645820? Do you have an answer for me, Nathan?
Look, Miss Martin, this question is really difficult, probably even more so than college math. So there is no way I can answer this question. We need to do pre-calculus, not multiplying large numbers.
Hey, don't you talk to me like that. I am the teacher, and I get to teach whatever I want, regardless of what material the school wants me to teach. Now, answer the question, or I will have you moved to the back of the classroom.
Like I said, I am not going to answer the question because it is very difficult. Now, let's just move on to another question.
That's it. Go to the back of the room, now.
No, because I didn't do anything wrong. You're just making up really difficult questions that most people can't answer. Besides, we're only in senior year of high school.
Okay, fine. I am moving on to another question, but do not criticize the way I am teaching the class, or I will have you suspended forever. Colby, a train is departing Goanimate City for Los Angeles, going at a speed of 75 miles per hour. Another train going in the opposite direction is traveling at 50 miles per hour. Both trains departed their respective locations at exactly the same, 3 in the afternoon. The distance between the two cities is 437 miles. At what hour will the first train arrive to Los Angeles, and the second train arriving into Goanimate City?
Well, the first train is traveling at 75 miles an hour, and you divide 437 by 75. The total time traveled is about 5 hours and 49 minutes, and because it leaves Goanimate City at 3 in the afternoon, it will arrive in Los Angeles at 8:49 at night. The second train departs Los Angeles at 3 in the afternoon, but it's traveling at 50 miles an hour. So you take 375 and divide it by 50. And the total travel time will be 8 hours and 44 minutes. So the train arrives in Goanimate City at 11:44 at night.
Wrong. The answer is 197905784623129000000000000 Googleplex generations, which is the amount of time you're grounded for. Now go to the timeout desk in the back of the room.
You are not my parent for one thing, and therefore you cannot ground me. And second of all, I am really good at math because I have gotten really good grades in that subject before. And I think Arthur is behind all of this mess that's going on, because of the look on his face.
And how dare you talk that way about my good friend? Arthur does nothing wrong. You're grounded. Go to the timeout corner now.
Arthur, you are going to be in a lot of trouble for this when we get Mr. Stevenson back. I believe it was you who was impersonating Mr. Stevenson yesterday because the real Mr. Stevenson doesn't act entitled at all.
Shut up, Nathan. And I want to tell the entire class something really important. This is my classroom, and you must do what I tell you to do. Because I get everything I want, and that is final. Also, I own the school, and if you don't do what I say, you will all be placed into timeout.
All you're doing right now is you're acting like a Karen. And not only that, you're wasting our time when we can be learning new things instead of having to answer very difficult questions or tell us that we gave the wrong answer when in fact, we gave the correct answer.
You know what, I think I may have made some discovery while watching the surveillance tapes from yesterday. Let me take a look, and I will probably find out what I mean.
Now, before anybody sees me, I am going to get into this suit, then I will enter the classroom, and impersonate Mr. Stevenson.
What in the world? I can't believe that Arthur actually did all of this. I'm going to call him to the office right now.
Arthur Eves, Miss Martin, report to the office immediately. Arthur Eves, Miss Martin, report to the front office immediately. Arthur, just now, I was taking a closer look at the surveillance footage from yesterday, and I just found out that you were the one who got Mr. Stevenson terminated from his job. Can you explain why? And do not lie to me.
Well, it was because the other day, Mr. Stevenson gave us back our exams, graded, and I got an F-, while most of the class received passing grades. And I also threw down my desk on the floor. He told me to go to detention, but I didn't want to. That's why I found a way to get him to lose his job, and then I got Miss Martin to replace Mr. Stevenson because she doesn't send me to the principal's office or to detention. And I don't like either place.
Arthur, that is not a good reason why you did that. It is something to be taken very seriously. For this, you will be suspended from school for at least 2 weeks. And you'll also have to attend a school board hearing. Miss Martin, you were not even hired as a teacher to begin with. You only went along with Arthur's ideas so that troublemakers can get away with their behavior and get whatever they want. Both of you, get off the campus, right now.
Help, 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 somebody help us. The school principal has just broken into my classroom and started taking everything out of the desk, including the teacher's edition of the textbooks and the classroom computers. Somebody please help us.
Why?
All right, both of you, leave the school or I will place you under arrest. And you're banned from campus for at least 2 weeks. Now go home.
Arthur, are you insane? We can't believe that you got your teacher to lose his job and then have him temporarily replaced with Miss Martin. And as a result, you got suspended for at least 2 months. That's it.
For this, you're grounded for at least 2 months, and it will depend on what the school board decides to do with you regarding your suspension from school.
Now go upstairs to your room and think about what you did.
Why?
Good afternoon, Mr. Stevenson.
Good afternoon, Principal. Thanks for having me on the Zoom meeting.
No problems. Anyways, I have some really good news. And that is, you are now rehired to teach at TheGoanimator City Preparatory School.
Really? I can't believe that. This is really awesome.
I really do apologize for falsely letting you go from your job yesterday. Just this afternoon, I looked more closely at the surveillance tapes and found out it was Arthur who was behind this mess.
I had a very good feeling it was Arthur who was behind it. Because he always causes trouble during class. But why did the surveillance tapes make it look like I acted all entitled?
Arthur made a suit that looks just like you. And he got into the suit before entering your classroom. Anyways, he is suspended from school for 2 weeks minimum, and he will be attending a school board hearing. Once again, I apologize for what happened the last couple of days.
Again, no problem.
I'm going to get going because I have some things to get done, but I will see you tomorrow. Take care.
You take care as well.
Well, good night, Rosie.
Good night, Mom.
Be sure and get plenty of rest tomorrow, because you want to do well on your exam.
Good morning, class. Today we're going to start with some math. Rosie, what is 1757326434097328924023023 times 879032645247852319087920 times 6323138912930172389239090?
Miss Martin, I thought today we were having an exam. And second of all, I don't think anyone can answer this question from memory. I have to take out a pencil and paper so I can show the process of getting the answer.
Rosie, you should know by now that you have to figure out how to multiply these large numbers without having to use pencil, paper, and especially without a calculator. And I can see that you're not trying. Go back to the 10th grade right now.
Hey, you can't hold me back to a previous grade that I completed. That's not realistic at all. I completed the 10th grade, and I just started the 11th grade. Next year I will be a senior in high school, just like my brother was last school year.
I said, go to the 11th grade right now. And do not question me about it.
Alright class, please take out the homework that is due this morning. I'll come around to pick up your assignments, and I will grade them tonight. Rosie, where is your homework? You need to take it out so I can grade it later on.
Look, Karen. I'm supposed to be a junior, and I already completed my sophomore year of high school. So how am I supposed to have my homework assignments ready? Besides, my teacher held me back to the 10th grade for a stupid reason.
Rosie, how dare you talk to me like that? You know that you should not be in the 11th grade in the first place. Also, my name is not Karen. You call me that one more time, and I am going to hold you back to the 9th grade. This is my classroom, and you need to do everything you're told, and that's final.
Oh no you don't. You're just an entitled Karen, acting like a school teacher, and I can confirm that you were not qualified to be a teacher, at all. I am going back to the 11th, because that is where I belong.
That does it. Rosie Anderson. Go to the 9th grade right now.
Can't believe it, an entitled Karen just held me back to the 9th grade. This is so unreal.
That's it. You're grounded for over 9,000 generations. Now go to the 9th grade, or go upstairs to your room now.
Good morning class. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Arthur, and...
Wait a minute, it looks like the two of you are clones of one another. How can that be?
Hey, don't talk to us that way. I am the real author, and next to me is my good clone.
Hey, you're not an original character. I am, you're a clone who is acting like my old troublemaking self. Got it?
Oh. Arthur, how dare you say that I am a clone, when I am an original character? You're grounded for infinity. Go upstairs to your room now.
No, you're the real troublemaker here. Because you cause trouble, like, all the time. You even had to transfer from GoAnimate City High School to a special school for troublemakers.
Ha 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 ha. Arthur, your argument really makes me laugh. Keep on grounding each other because this is very funny.
Shut up, Rosie. This is none of your business. And get rid of the look on your face. We're going to teach you a very big lesson that you won't forget.
What is it, Arthur clones?
Go to the 8th grade right now, which means you go back to middle school.
This is our classroom, so you need to go to the 8th grade, or we're calling the police.
Arthur, me going to send Rosie to Potato's office. No, Arthur, me going to send Rosie to Potato's office. We go to potato grade. We go potato school. Ha 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 ha.
Well, if it isn't Rosie, again. What are you doing in my office?
Taryn, why are you the principal? I thought Miss Clementine was the principal of this school. How come you got the job instead?
Hey, don't you ask me that question. You're not allowed to be in my office in the first place, because I own this office, and no one is allowed in here, at any time. You're supposed to be going back to the 8th grade. Do you understand me?
I'm afraid I don't. I am supposed to be in 11th grade. But Miss Martin sent me back to the 10th grade for a stupid reason. Then Karen held me back to the 9th grade, also for a dumb reason. And last but not least, Arthur got me held back to the 8th grade before turning into their laziness versions.
Shut up. Those are lies, and you know that we do not allow lying in my school. You got held back because you talked back to teachers, not to mention you were laughing at Arthur, which is why you got held back to the 8th grade. Now, get out of my office, go to the middle school, or I will call the police.
You know what, Taryn, I am not talking to you anymore. And I am going to tell the superintendent that you probably used some troublemaker to replace Miss Clementine as the principal.
Help! 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 Somebody please help me. I have someone who is trespassing in my office. She's trying to take the desktop computer, my $300 laptop, my iPad, and my phone. Somebody please get security or campus police.
Rosie, time to go 8th grade because you didn't eat all of your potatoes. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, my goodness. It was just a dream. Miss Martin got let go from her teaching job right at the beginning of the school year. And Miss Clementine is still the principal of GoAnimate City High School. Anyways, I better go back to sleep because I have an exam tomorrow.
Why? Why is it that I cannot get whatever I want these days? Instead, I get thrown out of places, lose jobs, or worse, I even get taken into custody. This is not how things should be. And that is final. Besides, several content creators have started to make videos out of me, which makes the situation even worse. Especially Matt TheGoanimator, who just started to make these kinds of videos, and uploaded them to YouTube. But I don't know what to do about it. I have to figure out something. And it may take me several minutes, if not an hour. Wait a minute, I know exactly what to do. I'm going to downgrade Matt TheGoanimator's laptops from their current operating systems to much older versions so that he can no longer make videos out of me ever again. I will downgrade his MacBook Pro from macOS High Sierra to macOS 8. And then I will downgrade his Lenovo laptop that he bought recently from Windows 10 to Windows NT 4.0. But first, I need to buy copies of the old operating systems on eBay because I don't have any at the moment. So, let's get my laptop. Now, I will log into my account on eBay, and then purchase copies of macOS 8 and Windows NT 4.0, and then I will be all set. Alright, there's a disc for only $13. And I must add it to my cart. Then I will get the disc for Windows NT Workstation 4.0. Once I receive them, I will then downgrade Matt's laptop so that he doesn't make videos out of me anymore. Now, time to make my purchase. I just made my purchase of macOS 8 and Windows NT Workstation 4.0. But I will have to wait at least 3 days, but I hope it will arrive sooner than that. Alright, my copies of the old operating systems should be here any minute already. According to my phone, the delivery truck is about 2 minutes away. Well, I just received both disks for Mac OS 8 and Windows NT Workstation 4.0. Now, the last thing to do is downgrade both of his computers to those operating systems. Grounded, 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 grounded.
Okay, I just uploaded my latest video to YouTube, and it will premiere in 2 hours. Now, I am going to go for a walk around the neighborhood because I need to get some fresh air. Then I will work on another video to upload tomorrow or 2 days from now.
Alright, first things first. I will downgrade Matt's Lenovo laptop from Windows 10 to Windows NT 4.0, and then I will downgrade his MacBook Pro to Mac OS 8. This should not take very long. First, let's insert the disk into the Lenovo laptop. Alright, we're on the setup screen right now, and I am going to press enter so we can downgrade this laptop to Windows NT 4.0. Okay, now I need to format the disk to continue installing Windows NT 4.0, so I am going to press enter again. Alright, the formatting was successful. Now on to the final step. I will click Finish so that I can copy files to Windows NT Workstation 4.0, and in just a few minutes, I will have finished installing the operating system. Yes, I just successfully downgraded Matt's Lenovo laptop to Windows NT Workstation 4.0. Now, time to downgrade his MacBook Pro to Mac OS 8. And I also just successfully downgraded Matt's other laptop to Mac OS 8. Now I no longer have to see him making videos out of me on YouTube anymore. Now, I must get going. Grounded, 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 grounded.
Now that I uploaded the video to YouTube, let's see how it's performing. Wait a minute, This can't be possible. Why is my MacBook Pro running macOS 8? It was just fine yesterday running macOS High Sierra, and that's the operating system it came with. Anyways, I'm going to go onto YouTube on my Lenovo laptop. Are you kidding me? My brand new Lenovo laptop is running Windows NT 4.0, but it was running Windows 10 yesterday. Something very unusual is going on. It looks like that I received a video message of some sorts. Let's take a look.
Alright, first things first. I will downgrade Matt's Lenovo laptop from Windows 10 to Windows NT 4.0, and then I will downgrade his MacBook Pro to macOS 8. This should not take very long. First, let's insert the disk into the Lenovo laptop.
Oh, are you kidding? I cannot believe that Miss Martin downgraded both of my laptops to much older operating systems. She is going to be in so much trouble. I'm going to call the police right now.
Now that Matt's computers are now running macOS 8 and Windows NT 4.0, I won't have to think about him making grounded videos out of me anymore. I wonder who could that be?
Miss Martin, this is GoAnimate City Police. Come to the front entrance right now. Miss Martin, this is GoAnimate City Police. Come to the front entrance right now. Miss Martin, just what in the world do you think you were doing? Why did you downgrade Matt TheGoanimator's laptops to macOS 8 and Windows NT 4.0?
Well, I was tired of him making videos out of me. That's why I downgraded his computers. So that he could not make any more videos out of me.
That is no good reason, and this is something needed to be taken very seriously. You know that it takes a while for a computer to be upgraded back after being downgraded, and it might cost Matt TheGoanimator hundreds of dollars. For this, you're under arrest for downgrading Matt TheGoanimator's computers to Windows NT 4.0 and macOS 8. Now, get into the police car.
What do you think will happen? To be continued on while Well, great. Every time I try and do something to get whatever I want, I always get thrown out of places, especially the grocery store that I usually shop at, or any of my favorite restaurants. And even worse, I still haven't found a new job since I lost my teaching job at GoAnimate City High School. However, I am thinking of going back to GoAnimate City High School, except this time, I want to be the principal, because Principal Clementine demoted me to an 11th grade teacher before she falsely terminated me from my job. And when I am principal, I will not demote any teacher. Hello?
Oh, hey Miss Martin, it's Karen. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just looking to find more ways to get whatever I want because a lot of the times, I keep failing at doing so. What about you?
Same here. Anyways, the reason I called you is because I have a suggestion for you if you want to be successful at getting anything you want.
Really? What is that?
You should become the principal at GoAnimate City High School, and show Principal Clementine that the world revolves around you and me.
That sounds like an absolutely perfect idea. Tell me how, so I can learn. Do I just go on to different Zoom meetings?
No, GoAnimate City Public Schools isn't doing remote learning anymore. Now, Listen carefully. I am going to help you make a suit that looks just like Principal Clementine, and then you go in the suit, act entitled, and suspend students for absolutely dumb reasons.
And then what happens?
Superintendent Chandler will call the real Principal Clementine into his office at the administration building, and of course, she's going to lose her job.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Thanks for mentioning it, Karen. I cannot wait to do this.
Anyways, what time should I come over to your house, so we can make the suit?
Let's meet up at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, and from there, we will make the Miss Clementine suit.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Anyways, I better get going because I need to run some errands with Taryn. But once again, I will see you tomorrow afternoon. You have a good rest of the afternoon, Miss Martin.
Same to you, and you take care. Wow, there is something I am finally going to look forward to. From a school teacher to being principal. And someday I will also be the superintendent, which will be even better than being a teacher. That must be Karen at the door, and if it is, I cannot wait to start on the process of becoming the principal.
Good afternoon, Miss Martin.
Hey, Karen. I'm glad you were able to make it. Anyways, let's go to the garage and start on this project. Alright, now I need to get the toolbox, and from there, we will be making the Miss Clementine suit. Now, how long do you think it'll take to finish the suit?
It should be around 4 to 5 hours. However, if you can use GoAnimate logic, then I think it should take us no more than 2 to 3 hours to complete the suit.
Well then, let's get started.
Why not?
Is it just me, or did we use GoAnimate logic to make the suit?
For one thing, we worked together to make the suit. And second of all, yes, we did use GoAnimate logic to speed up the process. Now, I better get going, but you know what to do with the suit tomorrow. Take it to the school, and get into the suit, impersonating Principal Clementine.
Alright, the coast is clear, so this means I will get into the suit, and head over to the principal's office once Miss Clementine has left to eat lunch or do some grocery shopping.
Well, I am going to head over to the grocery store, because I need to get some food for our back-to-school picnic that we will be holding on Friday. In just a few minutes, I will go on to the intercom, and announce the new school rules. Attention students and staff, I have a very important announcement to make, and that is regarding the school rules, so listen very carefully. Starting today, there will be new rules in effect, and they will be strictly enforced. The first rule is, if you get any question wrong, may it be during lecture, or on an exam or homework, you will be suspended for a month, and you will be grounded forever. Rule number 2, I now own GoAnimate City High School, and the world revolves around me, so you have to do everything I tell you. If you don't do as I say, you will be suspended forever, and you will be grounded for triple, quadruple, infinity.
Wait a minute, is it just me? Or is Principal Clementine becoming entitled all of a sudden?
I hope that's not the case. Normally, some troublemaker would come in and do some crazy thing to get a teacher or a principal to lose his or her job. But we know what happened, that Miss Martin actually became entitled on the first day of school, and now she isn't teaching anymore.
Mr. Johnston, report to the front office immediately. Mr. Johnston, report to the front office immediately.
Class, I will be back in no more than 5 minutes, and then we will resume our lessons. If you need to use the restroom, sign out in the back of the room, and remember to take the hall pass. Miss Clementine, why do you look so angry? And why are you acting so entitled all of a sudden? You never behaved that way when I became the interim teacher after Miss Martin left.
Hey, don't play stupid with me. I get whatever I want, and you know that I own the high school, and I've always owned this place. Now, you're never doing what you're told, but you're doing whatever I want. This is not how things are supposed to be, am I clear?
No, the world does not revolve around you, and you need to accept it. Are you going to tell this to the other teachers and the students?
Mr. Johnston, how dare you criticize my job? I can run this school however I want, and you need to behave yourself. Now, you're terminated from your job, and do not ask me why. Go home, or I will call campus security. Normally, I don't receive messages on WhatsApp during this time, until the school day is over. But let me check to see who sent me a message. I am hoping it's going to be some good news. But I have a good feeling some troublemaker may be getting me to lose my job, again. Superintendent Chandler, why in the world are you angry right now?
Hey, don't you play smart with me like that. You know very well why I'm angry with you. I received hundreds of reports from students that you were acting entitled, making up stupid rules for people to follow, and you even got rid of all of the teachers at GoAnimate City High School for nonsense reasons.
I don't know what you're talking about. When did this happen? And I was getting groceries for the back-to-school picnic this Friday.
Don't lie, because lying is only going to make the situation worse than it already is, and we don't want that. Anyways, the incident happened about 4 hours ago.
Like I said, I left the school grounds to do some grocery shopping, and there is no way I could have become entitled and told everyone that the world revolves around me, because I know that it doesn't.
What did I just say about lying? Maybe if I show you the surveillance footage from the high school, you'll have a better understanding. Now come over here so I can show you the tapes.
I'm being honest here, and there is no way that I could have done all of this. Seriously.
Well, I don't want to tell you this, but the person in the tapes looks just like you. Miss Clementine, this is something to be taken very seriously. Because of what you did, I'm going to have to make a very tough decision. I'm letting you go from your position. Now, get out of my office.
Well, I am now principal of Goanimate City High School, at long last, and things are going to be completely different than when I taught 12th graders. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? My name is Miss Martin, and as of today I am going to be the new principal of Goanimate City High School. Things are going to be very different around here, and I have some brand new rules that you must follow, and I will make sure they're strictly enforced. So, listen carefully. The first and most important rule: I own this high school. And I will own it forever. So this means that all of you, students and staff, must do as I say. Otherwise, I am going to call your parents and have them ground you for really long periods of time. That includes you staff members.
And that is also the main rule I have for this classroom. Now that Principal Miss Martin explained all of the new rules, let's begin with today's math lesson. Rosie, what is 3 to the power of 10?
Okay, I know this one, because I studied all of this when I was in the 6th grade. The answer, of course, is 59,049.
Absolutely incorrect, Rosie. The answer is 33333333333, which is the amount of time you will be serving detention after school. Hey, how dare you criticize my teaching? You can't do that, because I can teach however I want, and you need to accept the fact. Now, keep your mouth shut, or I will call the police.
No, you cannot teach however you want, okay? You have to be teaching us the curriculum that we have been studying ever since Mr. Johnston became our interim teacher for the school year. And you want to know something? I think you're behind replacing Mr. Johnston and then getting Miss Martin to be our principal.
Liliana, how dare you interrupt me and talk back to me? That's it, you're grounded. Go to the timeout corner, right now.
Hey, you can't ground me because you're not my mom. And second of all, there is no such thing as a timeout corner in high school.
Shut up, and do not talk back to me anymore. Am I clear?
No, I'm afraid not. Now, we need to get Mr. Johnston back, because this is not how the school should be run. And I have a feeling another one of these troublemakers is behind getting you to be our teacher and Miss Martin as the principal.
That is a lie. Miss Martin and I interviewed for our respective positions, and we were qualified to get those jobs. Now, shut up, go to the timeout corner, and do not say another word for the rest of class. One more word from you, and I am going to send you to detention.
You know what, I'm out of here. This is just absolutely nonsense, and I know that one of the troublemakers is behind all of this.
Help, help, help. Somebody please, help. One of my students is trying to throw down the desks, and she is also trying to take my car keys. Help, help, help.
You know what? Karen. You're the one who needs to leave the school, because all you're doing is wasting our time and acting very entitled.
You know what? I'm leaving.
Same here, I'm not coming back until there are no more Karen teachers.
Well, now that those two troublemakers have left the classroom, possibly for detention, Jerry, this question will be for you. And you better get it right, or I will call the police. What is 7 to the power of 100?
The answer is 1789504623757824934364537890909129087900000.
That is correct, because you answered correctly. You get 5 years off, and not only that, you will be promoted to senior year of college.
Well, if it isn't Caillou's sister and her troublemaking friend. What are you two doing in my office when you're supposed to be in class, and you're not allowed to stand with your arms crossed? Only I am allowed to do that. Okay.
Look, Miss Martin, I get that Principal Clementine moved you from a 12th grade teacher to an 11th grade teacher after my oldest brother graduated from high school. But that is no reason to act all entitled, and that's why you lost your teaching job.
Hey, shut up. I did no such thing. And I am more than qualified to be the principal. Furthermore, Since this is my school, I get to do whatever I want, and you have to follow the rules that I announced over the intercom.
And this is not your school. This is a public school, and it's owned by the city of GoAnimate. Even if you were the principal, you can't be acting like this, thinking that you can get away with breaking all of the school rules. It just doesn't work that way.
By the way, I also own the principal's office, and you better get out of this office before I call the police and have you charged for trespassing.
That is not realistic, what you're saying right now. Anyone can come to the principal's office if they want to discuss something with the principal. Also, if a student misbehaves, a teacher can send that student here to the office.
You know what? I've had enough with both of you. You're suspended for the rest of the school year. Now, get out, right now.
And we're not coming back here until we get our actual teachers and principal back.
Oh no, you won't. I'm going to be the principal forever, because I own this school. Now, this is going to show everyone at GoAnimate City High School that I get whatever I want.
Hey, do you all know what is going on inside the school building?
I have no idea, but those crashing noises are rather unusual. But I would not be surprised if Miss Martin is wrecking things inside the classrooms, and I have a very good feeling she pulled the fire alarm because she told us to leave her office.
It looks like the lockers were turned over, and only this is possible with GoAnimate logic. Now, let's check the classrooms and the office to see if there is any damage done.
Finally, people are learning that the world revolves around me and must do as I say. Oh no, who could it be this time?
This is GoAnimate City Police. Open the door. Once again, this is GoAnimate City Police.
No, I will not open the door. This is my classroom, and no one but me is allowed in here.
Open the door, right, now. That's it, we have no choice but to enter the classroom.
Help, help, help. Somebody help.
Miss Martin, come with me. You're under arrest for pulling the fire alarm, and for wrecking things in the hallways in this classroom.
Well, the students were trying to take things from their teachers' desks, and they also tried to wreck the computer at my desk in the office.
I saw the surveillance footage in the main office, along with the superintendent, and you pulled the fire alarm, and destroyed things in this classroom after everyone left the building. Last but not least, we also discovered that you made a suit that looks like Miss Clementine, and got her to lose her job. Come with me to the police car, now.
Why can't I get what I want? Why can't I get what I want? Why
Miss Clementine, I have some really good news for you.
What is it, Superintendent?
It turns out that you didn't become entitled after all. I was just looking at the surveillance tapes at the high school, and after I looked more closely, I saw that Miss Martin was behind all of this so she could become the principal. Come over here, and I'll show you.
All right, the coast is clear, so this means I will get into the suit and head over to the principal's office once Miss Clementine has left to eat lunch or do some grocery shopping.
Oh, my goodness. I had a feeling it was Miss Martin all along, because I've been hearing that she has been doing all sorts of bad things around the city, ever since I terminated her from her teaching job on the first day of school. But why did the surveillance tapes look like as if I caused all of the confusion the other day?
Apparently, Miss Martin made a suit that looks just like you. Anyways, the problem is all settled, and we can fix the lockers and the classroom furniture with GoAnimate logic in no time, so the class's resume tomorrow. And this also means you're back on the job as the high school principal, starting tomorrow. You're now free to go, and see you later.
Caillou, I am so glad that before we go off to college, that we take a trip out here to beautiful Southern California. We were supposed to go last year, but couldn't due to certain restrictions.
I couldn't agree more, Dora. Besides, to make this trip special, this is also to celebrate graduating from high school, which was a very important milestone in our lives. And because of this, we now get to enjoy some warm sunny weather in Ventura County.
Hey Caillou.
Yes, Dora?
In a few minutes, would you like to go swimming in the ocean?
That sounds like a wonderful idea, and I think going for a swim in the ocean is a much more fun experience than just going to the swimming pool.
I agree with you, 100%.
Hold it, right there.
What do you two want from us?
Just, what in the world do you think you two are doing?
Well, my girlfriend and I came out here to California to celebrate graduating high school this year, and we're going to be entering college near the end of next month.
And besides, we came out here to enjoy the beautiful weather in Southern California. In just a few minutes, my boyfriend and I are going to go swimming in the ocean. Do you have a problem with that?
Yes, my friend Taryn and I have a problem with that, because we own this beach, and only we are allowed to be here. So, either you leave, or I am going to get a lifeguard to get both of you to leave.
Oh my goodness, Karen, what is going through your mind lately? You don't own the beach. The state of California owns the beaches, and they're public property.
I agree with everything my boyfriend just said. You're not the governor of California, or even the executive officer of Ventura County. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard you say.
Hey, did you two just call me and my friend ridiculous?
Well, what you just said is very ridiculous indeed. Because in reality, no one person owns the beach, or the ocean. How deluded can you be?
How dare you call us deluded? That's it. You're grounded for 7586439290452392049490671902959304290 billion generations.
Karen, first of all, you can't ground us because you're not our parent. And second of all, you're acting like your usual spoiled self, thinking that you own the beaches in California.
Well, Caillou, I do own all of the beaches in California. In fact, I own the entire state.
Look, Karen and Taryn, can you two just leave us alone and mind your own business?
Well then, can you two leave our beach?
For the final time. No, this is not your beach. This is public property owned by the state of California. Anyone can come here.
Get out of my beach! Get out of my beach! Get out of my beach! Get out of my beach!
You know what? I'm going to get a lifeguard over here, if you don't leave us alone and go away.
Help. Help. Help us. This couple tried to take things out of our vehicle and claimed it was theirs. Help. Help. Help.
For your information, we did not go to the parking lot. We were here for about 30 minutes, and then you two came and bothered us for no apparent reason, other than to try and get what you want. And I see a lifeguard approaching our area.
I just heard some commotion going on here. What seems to be the problem?
Lifeguard, thank goodness you're finally here. This couple behind us tried to take things out of our vehicle and claim it's their belongings.
We asked them if we could join them here on the beach, but no, they called us all sorts of names, and then they went over to our car and tried to open the door to try and take our personal belongings.
That is a lie. We never did anything to them. In fact, they were the ones who were bothering us, causing a lot of drama, and telling us to leave the beach because they think they own it.
Not again. Karen and Taryn, how many times do I have to tell you that you're banned from the beach for 3 months?
Shut up. Me and my friend can do whatever we like to do, and whenever we want.
And we did not do anything wrong, okay?
Both of you, this is the 9th time that I have caught you here causing trouble. You can't just be going to the beaches and telling everyone to leave because you think you own it. Now, I suggest you leave right now, or I am going to call the police.
What do you think will happen? To be continued on what?
Look, I do apologize for the inconvenience. Such people always go to the beaches in California and try to kick others out because they claim it's their beach, when in reality, the state of California owns the beaches.
That's okay. Life happens sometimes, but need to enjoy it as much as we can, through the good times and through the bad.
Anyways, I better get going, but you two enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Hey Dora, now that Karen and Taryn are not at the beach anymore, let's swim in the ocean.
Great idea, Caillou.
What a nice morning. Today, I return to work as my bus driver by taking kids to Goanimator City Elementary School and Goanimator City Early Childhood Center. But before I go to the administration building, I am going to have breakfast with my family. Now, to get dressed, eat breakfast, and brush my teeth in order to get my day started. Good morning, family.
Good morning.
As you probably know, today, we report back to our jobs after having 6 months off.
Wait. What? We have to go back to work, already? I totally forgot about that.
Well, time flies when a family is on maternity leave, doesn't it?
Ha 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 ha. Funny telling.
Anyways, we should start eating our breakfast really soon, or else we're going to be late for work and we don't want that. Have a good day at work. I'll call you when I'm on lunch break.
Same to you, and remember to bring the kids safely to school.
Good morning, Dave and Stephen.
Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome back. Anytime. Anyways, please go get on your bus and drive the kids to TheGoanimator City Elementary School and TheGoanimator City Early Childhood Center. Stephen, you know what to do in case of an emergency or a problem, right?
Yes, well now I am going to get going.
Good morning, bus driver and attendants. Just to let you know that we are doing school bus emergency evacuation drill at TheGoanimator City High and TheGoanimator City Middle School. The principal of those schools will notify you on the walkie-talkie when it is time to let your students out the back door. When you arrive at those schools, please go over with your students the procedures on how to evacuate the bus in case of an emergency.
10-4.
Mommy, will the original bus driver on bus 91 be driving today?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Good morning, and welcome back.
Good morning to you as well, and thanks for your kind words.
Taryn, what was your reaction that the original bus driver on our bus is returning to work today?
Upset and angry, as always.
I agree. Besides, the original bus driver isn't even qualified to be a bus driver. Why are these buses so loud every single day?
I don't know, but I'm tired of having to listen to them every single day.
Taryn, my best friend, I have an idea in order to drive bus 91 again.
What is it?
Last night, I was talking to Arthur. He said we should do the same thing Natty and Taurus did when it was Cole's first day as a bus driver.
What did Taurus and Arthur do?
They used TheGoanimator logic to bring Cole's bus to their bus stop. They forced Cole so many times to quit his job. Cole gave them a warning. Arthur and Taurus grounded Cole for triple infinity. However, Taurus and Arthur's plan failed. However, in order for our plan to work, we are going to force the bus driver on bus 91 to give us back that bus. If he gives a warning, we will ground him.
Karen, my best friend, that is the best idea I've ever heard of in my life. Let's go down to the street and do this.
Grounded, 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 grounded.
Hold on a minute, why is the bus now moving backwards? I have to pick up another student. This is very ridiculous. 91 to base. There's something strange on my bus. My bus is moving backwards. And before you ask, I didn't put my bus into reverse. I am in third gear. 91 to base, do you copy? Why don't they answer? This is an emergency. Karen and Taryn, what are you two doing here on my bus?
Well, this is me and my friend's Taryn's bus, not yours.
First off, the director of transportation assigned me this bus when I was first hired as a school bus driver. Second off, you two do not have a right to tell me to step down from this bus.
Hey! Do not talk back to me and Karen. Either you give us back to our bus, or we are going to notify security to have you step down from this bus.
More like you two are going to have to step down from this bus. Or else, I am going to notify base.
Bus driver, how dare you refuse to step down from our bus? That's it, You're grounded, 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 grounded. 38392820211081018202189128911919 years.
Now, step down from this bus, or we will call the police. Do you get it?
91 to base. I have two Karens who just used GoAnimate logic to move the bus to their stop, and they are forcing me to step down from my bus and give them back their bus. Should I ask them to get off the bus? If so, can you please contact the police to arrest Karen and Amp, Taryn? I am at 67 Elm Street.
Base to 91. Tell the Karens to step down the bus. And I will contact the police to arrest the two Karens.
10-4. Thank you. Karen and Taryn, I'm going to have to ask you again to step off the bus. The police will show up at this bus stop to have you two arrested.
Okay, you win. But eventually, you'll see that the world revolves around me and Taryn. Well, great. We didn't get our school bus back, and the driver is calling the police. So we better figure out another way to get back our bus.
Karen and Taryn, both of you are under arrest for forcing the bus driver to step down from bus 91. Get into the police car and I will take you two to the station.
This isn't over yet. Me and Taryn are going to keep doing whatever we can to get what we want.
This is Ungrounded Jeopardy! Let's meet today's contestants. From Elwood City, Arthur Reed. From Los Angeles, California, Larry Loud. And our returning champion, from GoAnimate City, Caillou Anderson, whose one-day cash winnings total $46,000. And now, here is the host of Ungrounded Jeopardy, Boris Anderson.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you for tuning in. Our returning champion, Caillou, has won $46,000 on our last program, but today, he faces two new challengers, Arthur and Larry. Will either one replace Caillou as the Jeopardy champion and get ungrounded? Let's find out in this half hour. But before we get the game started, I want to warn you about the Jeopardy. If you get an answer wrong, or you don't phrase your response properly, you will lose points based on the amount of the clue, and you will be grounded for that amount. With that said, let's put the board in motion, as we begin the Jeopardy round. One daily double will be hidden somewhere on the board, in one of these categories. First, we have math, then GoAnimate history, next, movies, television, and video games. And contestants, remember to phrase your responses in the form of a question. Caillou, our returning champion, where do we go?
Let's start with math for 800.
The answer, it is the sum of 1/2, 1/4, and 1/8. Larry Loud.
What is 1/12?
No, and you're grounded for 800 weeks. Caillou.
What is 7/8?
That is correct. Select again.
I'll take GoAnimate history for 800.
In 2016, Matt TheGoanimator created these fan-made characters in the Anderson videos. Caillou.
Who are Daisy and Cody?
Daisy and Cody, correct.
Movies for 800.
This James Cameron film from 2009 surpassed Titanic as the highest-grossing film of all time. Caillou.
What is Avatar?
That is correct.
Television for 800.
I'll Be There For You, the theme song to this popular sitcom that ran from 1994 to 2004. Caillou.
What is Friends?
Friends, correct. Pick again.
Video games for 800.
The answer, the go-kart racing game made by Nintendo, launched in 1992 and continues to be released with new game consoles. Larry Loud.
What is Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, and you are now grounded for 1,600 weeks. Arthur.
What is Apex Legends?
Incorrect, and good job, you're now grounded for 800 weeks. Caillou.
What is Mario Kart?
That's the game we were looking for, and you're ungrounded for 4,000 years. Go again.
Video games 600.
Polyphony Digital developed this series of racing games, made exclusively for the PlayStation. Larry Loud.
What is the Need for Speed series?
Absolutely not, you're now grounded for 2,200 weeks. Caillou just rang in, and I know he's going to get the right response.
What is the Gran Turismo series?
That's the one. Go again.
Video games 400.
And it's our daily double. How much are you willing to risk?
All in.
Your score will be 9,200 if you are correct. Here's your clue. Microsoft launched the Xbox in 2001, and it continues to be made in various versions. Apple had this short-lived console from 1997 until 1998.
What is the Pippin?
Pippin is correct. You now double your score to 9,200 and you're still in command of the board.
Let's finish video games for 200.
The most popular video games as of today are Minecraft, Fortnite, and this online game released in 2019. Caillou.
What is Apex Legends?
That is correct.
Let's do television for 200.
Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood is a spin-off of this once popular show on PBS which ran from 1968 to 2001. Arthur.
What is Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
No, and you're grounded for 1,000 Googleplex generations. Larry Loud.
What is Bobby's World?
No, Bobby's World did not air on PBS, and you're now grounded for 2,400 gazillion generations. Caillou.
What is Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Yes, Fred Rogers hosted that show from 1968 to 2001 on PBS. You're ungrounded for 9,400 centuries, and you get to go again.
Television for 600.
The educational cartoon that originally aired on PBS from 1994 to 1997, then aired on Discovery Kids. It was revived on Netflix in 2017. Arthur.
What is the Magic School Buzz?
You're correct, and your grounding has been reduced to 400 generations, and you're now in command of the board.
I'll take math for 200.
Answer, 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals this. Larry Loud.
What is 223?
Absolutely not for this. You are even more grounded for 2,600 generations. Caillou.
What is 7?
And you are correct again. You're ungrounded for 9,800 generations.
Math for 400.
Answer, 4 times 3 plus 17 equals this. Caillou.
What is 29?
Right, and you're now at 10,200. Go again.
Math for 600.
The answer, when 2a plus 5 equals 13a is equal to this number. Arthur.
What is 8?
8 is right, and with that, you're now ungrounded for 200 years, and you're now in command of the board.
Television for 400 Boris.
Finishing that category, he hosted The Price is Right from 1972 until his retirement in 2007. Larry Loud.
Who is Drew Carey?
No, that is incorrect, and you're grounded for 3,000 centuries. Arthur.
Who is Bob Barker?
Yes, Bob Barker hosted The Price is Right during those years. Drew Carey has been the current host of that show since 2007. You are now ungrounded for 600 centuries, and you're still in control of the board.
Go Animate History for 200.
Go Animate was founded on this day in 2007. Arthur.
What is November 1st, 2007?
Good, you're now ungrounded for 800 centuries.
Go Animate History for 400.
It was one of the popular jingles used when making videos. Go Animate, make your these. Caillou.
What are Fanimations?
Go Animate, make your Fanimations. That is correct, and you're in command. Make the next selection.
Go Animate for 600.
It is the most popular non-business theme when making videos. Go Animate retired IT at the end of 2015, and Go Animate for Schools retired IT in July 2016. Larry Loud.
Business friendly.
No, and because you didn't phrase it in the form of a question, you have lost a total of 1,200 points, which means you are now grounded for 4,200 generations. Caillou.
What is Comedy World?
Yes, Go Animate retired the non-business themes because the platform transitioned from Flash to HTML5 recently. You're ungrounded for 11,200 centuries, and you get to make our next selection.
200 movies.
This 1989 Disney animated film features the song, Under the Sea. Larry Loud.
Toy Story.
No, you get 200 points taken off for an incorrect response, and another 200 for not phrasing your response properly. You're now grounded for 4,600 generations. Arthur.
What is The Little Mermaid?
The Little Mermaid is correct, and you're now in control of the board, and ungrounded for 1,000 years.
400.
A high schooler named Marty accidentally travels to 1955 in a DeLorean in this 1985 classic. Caillou.
What is Back to the Future?
Correct, and now here's the last clue. Woody and Buzz are the two main characters in this Disney and Pixar franchise, which began in 1995, and the most recent film was 2019. Larry Loud.
Monsters, Incorporated.
No, and you're grounded for 5,200 years. Caillou.
What is Toy Story?
That is correct, and with that, you go to 11,800, a very commanding lead. Arthur with 1,000, and Larry Loud with minus 5,800. He will go first in the Double Jeopardy round. We'll set the board up for that round, and we'll be back after a word from these messages. Don't go away. And with that, you go to 46,800 points. Arthur is still in it with 10,200 points. Larry Loud, you're grounded for 12,400 generations, and you will not be around to play Final Jeopardy. Today's Final Jeopardy category is Popular Go Animators. Think about it, make your wagers, and we'll be back with the clue in a moment. Welcome back. Today's category for Final Popular Go Animators. When I read the clue, you'll then have 30 seconds to come up with the correct response. Please be sure and phrase it in the form of a question. Here is today's Final Jeopardy clue. Because of Boris fanboys, Cyanimate began making grounded videos out of this Boris clone who wears a gray sweater. Good luck, contestants. Let's start with Arthur, who made quite an impressive comeback in Double Jeopardy, but he could not catch up to Caillou, who was fast on the buzzer. But let's see what he put down as his response. Who is Taurus? He was the one who wore a gray sweater, and some people referred to him as Classic Boris. You are correct. How much did you add? 9,800. So you almost doubled your score. You're at an even 20,000 points. Now we go to Caillou, who could not be caught. He leads with 46,800. Did he get Taurus? Indeed he did. How much did you wager? 28,800. That will add up to 75,000. And now, a two-day total of $121,000, and you get to play again on our next program. We'll see you then. Thanks for tuning into Ungrounded Jeopardy!
Wow, what a boring past several of weeks this has been. I haven't really been able to do anything that I enjoy doing, all because I get thrown out of places for no reason. And if it's not that, I get taken into custody for a few hours. But I have to figure something out. I just don't know yet. Wait a minute, I just figured out what I need to do. I figured that I need to find another job because I cannot be sitting in the house all day long, every single day. And not just any job, but I want a job that I really enjoy doing. If it's not teaching, what is there to do? I'm going to get my laptop and then go to Indeed.com, where I am very certain I can find a lot of job openings here in Goanimate City. Now, let's go to Indeed.com, and then I will be looking for jobs in Goanimate City. Good thing, there are over 1,000 job openings here in Goanimate City, but I have to find a few that I think will be a good fit for me. Let's look at what job openings there are. You know what? I just found the perfect position that I know will be a good fit for me. It's the interim manager at the corporate office where Cole and Boris currently work at. In that way, I will be able to start getting everything I want once again. First, I have to write my cover letter and my resume. And then I have to submit those with my job application. It's going to take about 30 minutes to an hour, unless I use good old Goanimate logic. Is it just me, or did I get the help of Goanimate logic in order to submit my application along with my paperwork in just 15 minutes? I think I will get an interview, pass the interview, and then I will get the job. Like I said before I started doing the job application, this is going to be the best job that I have ever had, and I will like this one far more than being a teacher at Goanimate City High School. Because if I am the manager at some company, I will more than likely get anything I want at any time. Looks like I got a new email. Let's see who might have sent it to me. I have a feeling it's the hiring manager of the company. Wow, I just got informed that I have an interview on Monday, August 9th at 2:30 in the afternoon. I know I will ace the interview, and I will get the job. Hello?
Hello, is this Miss Martin speaking?
Yes, this is her speaking.
Okay, I called you because we have some very good news regarding the status of your application and your interview. So listen carefully. Based on what we saw in your application as well as your resume and cover letter, and how you did in your interview, we decided that we are going to hire you as the interim manager at the TheGoanimator City corporate offices while Allison is on a 6-month leave.
Really?
Yes. And you're going to start a week from today. That is when Allison goes on maternity leave. Congratulations on accepting the position.
Anyways, thanks for your time, and I look forward to this job.
See you in a week, Miss Martin. And you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Take care.
Let's check my email, because it looks like I received a new message. I wonder what it says. Oh no, what in the world is going on here?
Boris, is something the matter? What's wrong?
Doris, you're not going to believe this. But at my workplace, we're going to have an interim boss for the next 6 months because Allison is on maternity. And you're not going to believe this. But the interim manager is going to be Miss Martin.
You have to be kidding me, right?
No, I am not. I'm serious. And I don't know how things are going to be at work for the next 6 months. Maybe I should get a request to work from home again.
I don't see how this can be true.
Come over here and read the email that the company sent to me and the other employees.
Oh, my goodness. You're right. How can Miss Martin be qualified for that position? The only job she ever held was a school teacher. But then she got terminated from that job because she became a Karen after getting demoted to an 11th grade teacher.
Doris, we have to figure something out. I think I better work remotely again, like I did during the lockdown last year.
I totally agree with you, Boris. I personally don't like the idea of an entitled Karen being your interim boss.
Now that I finally have another job for the first time since I got terminated from my teaching job at TheGoanimator City High School, I'm finally going to get whatever I want, every day of the year. And I will not let anyone stop me from that. This time and yesterday, I hired Karen and Taryn to work here at my company. They should be here any minute to clock in.
Good morning, Miss Martin. I'm glad to see that you're finally the new boss.
Good morning, Karen. Glad to see you on the job for the first time, and now you can head over to the office and begin your work. Well, good morning, Taryn. Good morning, Miss Martin. Like Karen said, it's good to see that you're our new manager. Do you plan on being the manager permanently? Absolutely, I get whatever I want now that I am the boss for this company, and I will do whatever I can to remain the manager forever. There is no way that Allison will return to this office because now I own the company. I agree with you, 100%. Now, I must report to the office so I can start my work. But I will see you around. I'll definitely see you at lunch, Taryn. Why hello, Boris. What do you think you're doing in my office?
What does it look like, Miss Martin? I'm clocking in because that is what all employees have to do when they enter their workplaces every day, so that their boss knows they arrived on time.
Never. You're not clocking in. You're actually trespassing on my property, and you want to know something? I own this office, and you need to leave right now, or I will get security to get you to leave the building.
Never. This is not really your office. It belongs to the company, and several other managers have used this office before, including Allison. So you need to realize that fact, and let me clock in.
Well, Boris, I also own this company, and this building is also my home. So you better do as I say, or you're terminated from your job for Googleplex Infinity.
More like I will get security over here, and they will remove you from the building because you're acting like an entitled Karen and thinking that the world revolves around you.
Well, for your information, I get what I want, and the world revolves around me and my other employees Karen and Amp. Taryn. As a matter of fact, I'm going to replace many of the current employees with Karens and troublemakers, including Chorus, Arthur, and David. I think they are better fits for the job.
For your information, I've been at this company for well over 20 years, and I have even gotten promotions to higher positions, including my current position. And you're not the CEO of the company.
Yes, I am the CEO for this company, so I get to do whatever I want. And you need to leave my office because you're terminated from your job. Now, leave, or I will call the police. Do you get it?
More like, do you not understand that you're not the CEO, and you only got hired as the interim manager just so that you can try and get everything you want, and keep acting so entitled?
That is why I applied for this job in the first place. I never got anything I want ever since I was terminated from my teaching job at TheGoanimator City High School.
Well, the reason you lost your teaching job is because you acted very spoiled in front of your class on the first day of school. You need to understand that.
Hey, don't lie to me like that. One more word from you, and I am going to have you terminated from your job forever. Get it?
I'm afraid not. Now, I am going to the office so I can start my work.
Not so fast, Boris Anderson. Come back here, this instant. The other office is also mine, and you're not allowed there.
Hello, Boris. What do you think you are doing in our office? You know that we now own this office space.
Oh my goodness, Karen. Why are you even here in the first place? I have worked at this company for over 20 years, and for your information, you do not own this office.
Shut up. How dare you say that about this office? You did not work here for 20 years. And I don't think you're actually employed here. Taryn and I are the owners of this company. So we suggest you leave.
No, I am not leaving. I work here.
Isn't that my computer that you're working on right now?
No, it's not your computer, Taryn. It's an office computer. It's just that my work is saved on this machine, and I need to get to work. Now, will you two leave me alone? I need to concentrate.
No, not until you get off of my computer and leave our office. Do you want us to get the manager over here?
No.
No, so we want you to do as we tell you. Get off of Taryn's computer, and leave our office. Or we will get Miss Martin to have you thrown out of the building.
You know what? I cannot stand listening to your Karen tantrums anymore, and I am getting tired of them already.
Help, help, help. Somebody please, help us. Boris is trying to take our computers from us. Help, help, help.
Boris, there you are.
Miss Martin. Boris would not give me back my laptop, and he is also trying to copy off of my work.
That's it, Boris. You're terminated from this job forever. Now go home, or I am getting security to throw you out of the building.
You know what? I am going to work from home from now on.
Fine, but you're never coming back to my office anymore, because I own it. Finally, I can relax all day in my new home. And nobody, except Karen, Taryn, Chorus, or Arthur are allowed to enter.
Oh, my goodness. Miss Martin. What in the world are you doing here? Dressed up like that?
Cole, this is my office, and I get to do whatever I want here. Now, get out, or I will get security to get you to leave the building.
You do not own the manager's office. The company does, and there have been several other bosses occupying this office space, including Allison, who is on 6-month leave.
You know what? Allison isn't working here anymore, and you need to accept it. I'm going to be the new permanent manager at this company from now on, and that's the way things are going to be. Also, don't think about going to my other office where Karen and Taryn are. I also own that office space, and they own it as well.
I'm going there because I need to start on my work.
Cole, get back here. Right, now. You're not going to Karen's office.
Cole, did I say you can enter my office?
Karen, I do not know what in the world you're talking about. This is the first time I've seen you here because I am an employee at this company, and I have worked here for almost 30 years.
Liar, you have not worked here for that long, and I have owned the company for my entire life. And that is my computer you're sitting at right now.
Ha 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 ha. You sound very deluded, and what you're saying is very ridiculous. You don't own the office, and you don't even own the building. There are several tenants who are renting office spaces. And GoAnimate City Offices is renting the office space we are working in right now.
Cole. How dare you call me deluded and ridiculous? That is it. You are grounded for 17574236242757384926450138501139 billion years. Now, get out of my office, or I will get the manager.
You can't ground me because you're not my parent. And I am a grown adult. You're being really deluded right now.
Get out of my office right now. You are grounded for triple Googleplex infinity.
You know what? I am tired of your Karen tantrum. If anything, security is going to get you thrown out of the building.
Cole, get off of my computer, right now. I'm going to have you terminated from your job, because you're nothing but a big-time troublemaker who grounds Dora on a daily basis.
I've had enough of this nonsense. And I am going to work from home starting today.
All right, everyone. Today, I want all of these computers downgraded from Windows 10 to Windows NT 4.0, no later than at the end of the workday. So take out the disks that I gave you, and start the process. I will be back in 30 minutes, and I expect all of the computers to be downgraded by the time I return to the office. Good job, you successfully downgraded all of the office computers from Windows 10 to Windows NT 4.0. Now, feel free to play video games from the 1990s or go on to Internet Explorer. If you need anything, I will be in my office.
Miss Martin, come with me to my office, immediately. We have something very important to discuss.
Absolutely not. You need to leave my office, or I will call the police and have you charged for trespassing.
Miss Martin, it's really important, and you need to come with me right now.
I said, go away. And do not come back here, ever, again. You're grounded for triple infinity.
That's it. Either you come with me to my office, or I will have security get you to leave the building. Miss Martin, what has been going through your mind lately?
What do you mean what is going through my mind?
Don't play stupid with me. I have been watching everything from the surveillance cameras, and not only terminated every employee from their jobs for really stupid reasons, but you also hired two entitled Karens and several troublemakers to be the new employees for the company.
I hired Karen and Taryn because we need to get everything we want, and you have to understand that the world revolves around us. That is final.
I'm afraid not. The world does not revolve around you, or Karen, or Taryn. Even more, you also had your new employees downgrade all of the office computers from Windows 10 to Windows NT 4.0 when I have the regular employees rehired. It's going to take a while for them to get their work done. And that is why they are going to be working from home first. Once the computers are upgraded back to Windows 10, then I will have the employees return to the office. Because of what you did, I am afraid I will have to let you go as the interim manager. Now, get out of my office.
No, I am not leaving. Because this is my company, and no one can stop me from getting anything I want. That's the way things are going to be from now on.
And for throwing your usual Karen tantrum, I have no choice but to call security and have them get you to leave the building. Stay here until a security guard arrives.
Alright, Miss Martin, it's time to leave the building, because you were causing a lot of confusion for the employees at GoAnimate City offices.
What do you think will happen? To be continued on while
What a beautiful morning it is today. And I wonder what I am going to make for breakfast. Either it's going to be pancakes, omelets, oatmeal, or French toast. I haven't decided yet, but it should take me a few minutes to make a decision. Well, I think I made up my mind. My family and I are going to be having French toast with strawberries for breakfast this morning. We haven't had it in at least a couple of years, and I think it's about time we have it again. Oh, good morning, Dora.
Good morning, Poppy.
How did you sleep last night?
I got my usual 8 hours of sleep last night, and I'm feeling like I'm getting ready to get my day started.
That's good to know.
Anyways, what are we eating for breakfast today?
Today, we're going to be having French toast with strawberries for breakfast, because we haven't eaten it in nearly 2 years.
Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious, and you're right. We haven't had French toast in a while, and I have missed eating it during all of this time. Do you have any idea where Mommy and Abuela are right now?
Well, Mommy is getting dressed, and she should be downstairs within the next couple of minutes. And Abuela just got up, so she should be here in about 5 to 10 minutes. And here comes Abuela right now.
Good morning, Carl. And good morning as well, Dora.
Good morning, Abuela.
So I heard we are going to be having French toast with strawberries for breakfast. Is that right?
Yes, we are. It's been almost 2 years since the last time we had French toast for breakfast.
What in the world do the three of you think you're doing?
Good morning, Elena, Dora, Abuela, and I were about to make French toast with strawberries for breakfast because we haven't had that in almost 2 years.
Hey Mom, how come you're dressed up that way? I have never seen you in that outfit before.
Same here. I have never seen you dressed this way before. Usually, you're wearing a lavender dress. Hey, shut up. Don't you understand that the whole universe revolves around me, and I can dress however I want to? Another thing, only I am allowed to be in the kitchen, so you'd better leave right now, or I will sue all three of you in court.
Oh my goodness, Elena. Normally, you never behave like this. But today, you have turned into an entitled Karen apparently.
Shut up, Cole. Don't you question me, under any circumstances. This is my world, and everything revolves around me. Now, get out of my kitchen, or I will call the police to have then ground all of you for triple infinity.
Fine, looks like we're going to have breakfast at IHOP instead. They have French toast with strawberries.
And there won't be any entitled Karens to annoy us while we're eating.
Dora, how dare you call me a Karen? That's it. You're grounded for 1 million centuries. And for calling me Karen, I am going to sue you for $100,000 in court.
Alright everyone, let's get into the car and head over to IHOP.
Hold it right there.
Oh hey, Elena. What do you want from us now?
Did I just hear you say that you were going to IHOP to eat breakfast?
Yes, do you have a problem with that?
For one thing, that is my car that you're about to drive. And I am the only one who is allowed to drive the car. And second of all, only I can go have breakfast at IHOP because that is my restaurant.
Oh, great. Here we go again. Are you still acting like a spoiled Karen? You normally don't behave like this.
This is not a game. For the 90,000th time, the world revolves around me, and I am entitled to get everything. Don't you get it? Besides, you are not allowed to say no to me, and you have to give me everything I want. Okay?
Everyone, let's go to IHOP.
Get back here. Right now. I am not done lecturing the three of you. You're going to be so grounded when you get home from breakfast.
Caillou, you're not going to believe what I am about to tell you. But all of a sudden, my mom is now an entitled Karen, and she thinks that the world revolves around her, and only around her. How insane is that?
You have to be kidding, Dora. I've never seen your mom behave like that before. She is usually very easygoing and fun to talk to.
She used to be that way, but for some unknown reason, she became an entitled Karen. Probably, she has been watching Karen videos on YouTube as of recently. Or she was influenced by the way Miss Martin has behaved since she was demoted to an 11th grade teacher.
Hold it right there, Dora. What in the world are you doing with that troublemaker? Cutie is nothing but a troublemaker who causes so much trouble.
Hey, don't you talk that way about my boyfriend. He has come a long way from when he was much younger, and he is also getting very good grades in school.
I don't care. Besides, I own this house, so I decide who can come over and who cannot. And I also think Kiryu is a bad influence on you anyway. He is a spoiled brat, and he will always be one.
Hey, you're the spoiled one here, not me. Now, if you will stop acting the way you are right now. I've never seen you act this way before, and you used to be very easygoing. What happened?
What did you just say to me?
Elena, that is enough.
Cole, thank goodness you're here.
Dora brought her troublemaking boyfriend Caillou over to my house, and they both called me all sorts of names and even said they were going to make grounded videos out of me.
No, that is a lie. We did none of that.
Elena, seriously, I've had enough of your nonsense. I could hear you from the kitchen, and Caillou and Dora never did anything to you. I think it's time that you stop acting like a spoiled Karen.
Absolutely not. You cannot tell me what to do. And you want to know why? The entire universe revolves around me, and I can do whatever I want, and I can say anything I want.
Is that the reason? Well, I have something to tell you. If you keep this up, then you will be grounded until you can learn to not act like so entitled. Get it?
Like I said, you cannot tell me what to do. I am entitled to anything in the world because the universe revolves around me.
Really? Since you're continuing to act this way, you will be grounded.
What do you think will happen? To be continued on one.
Okay, Elena, we need to discuss your entitled attitude, because you're normally not like this.
You know what? I don't have to stand here in the kitchen and listen to this all day. Because this is my world, and everything revolves around me.
Be quiet. You're going to have to listen to what I am about to tell you, because seriously, this behavior needs to stop, like right now.
Well, this is how I am right now, and you need to learn to accept it.
Elena, why on earth are you even behaving like this? Just as I said a moment ago, you didn't used to act like this before, so why are you doing it now?
Well, like I said, this world revolves around me, I get to do whatever I want, and I even get anything I want. Plus, I can behave however I want, and you cannot tell me no. Okay? Well, if you don't like it, then I will be calling my lawyer, and he is going to sue you for $300,000. Hello, Stephen. This is Elena speaking. I am just needing to call you because I would like you to sue my husband for $300,000.
Hey, I'm not done speaking to you. Get off the phone right now.
He is trespassing in my house, and he also took my car to take my kids to IHOP for breakfast. Furthermore, he is calling me all sorts of names, and he needs to accept that the world revolves around me.
Get off the phone right now. Or you will be grounded.
Oh no, what in the world was that? My mom is not acting like an entitled Karen, and this was just a dream. So this can't be real.
Oh, hey Dora.
Hey Ashley, what's going on?
Nothing much, just wanted to see if you would like to get some lunch with me in the student union hall? Also, what is wrong?
Yes, I would like to get lunch with you. And while I was taking a nap, I had a very strange dream that my mom was acting like an entitled Karen. She never behaves that way in real life.
That is strange, indeed. I have never met a Karen in real life. I only saw Karen videos on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, basically just on social media. Now, let's get some lunch in the student union.
I haven't been able to watch TV for several months, all because my family grounds me on pretty much a daily basis. But I am going to see what is on PBS right now. Using this remote controller, I am going to change the channel to PBS, because I think there are very good shows.
Coming up now on PBS Kids, Arthur. Stay tuned.
Hey, DW.
Hey Arthur.
Oh no, I'm falling from the TV because of GoAnimate logic.
What did I just see? I cannot believe that Arthur is still making new episodes. Seriously, he needs to cancel his show because he is nothing but a rip-off of me. As a matter of fact, I am the one who should have a show on PBS, not Arthur. But I do not know how to get Arthur's show cancelled. I am going to have to call someone for help and advice on how to do it successfully. Now that I got out my cell phone, I am going to call Chorus and see if he has any tips on how I can get Arthur's show cancelled for good, or better yet, I am going to invite him into a Zoom meeting.
Oh, great. I cannot believe that I've been grounded for over a month, all because I was arguing with Lynn Loud Sr. over a bag of Lay's potato chips. This is not how things should be. And now I do not know what to do anymore. That sounds like my laptop is ringing. Let's see who is inviting me into a Zoom meeting. Now, time to log into Zoom, and I believe it is Arthur who invited me into the meeting. Well, good afternoon, Arthur. Thanks for having me on the meeting.
No problem, Chorus. And good afternoon to you as well.
And what is the point of doing this Zoom meeting?
Well, Arthur is still airing new episodes on PBS, and I think it's about time that he cancels his show forever, because I would like to replace the show with a new series I am planning to create, and it's called Arthur.
Well, here is how to get Arthur's show cancelled forever. First, the most obvious thing is to head over to the PBS Kids studio. Wait until the coast is clear, and then get into the studio where Arthur films his episodes. And once on the air, inform the viewers that Arthur has been cancelled and replaced with your new show, Arthur.
You know what, Chorus? That sounds like a very brilliant idea.
I know, right? I cannot wait to see you premiere your new series at the exact time Arthur used to air his episodes. Well, I wish you good luck on your journey, and I will be watching for you the minute you're in the PBS Kids studios.
Thanks, Chorus.
No problem, and no longer will I see your good clone making new episodes. I cannot wait.
Well, anyways, I got to get going soon, because I have to figure out how to get over to the PBS Kids studio quickly.
Oh, you can do that with GoAnimate logic, easily. Just go through a portal which will take you to the studio.
Sounds good. Well, you take care, and thanks for the advice.
Again, I wish you good luck.
See you later, Chorus. Now, I get to use GoAnimate logic in order to create the portal. And wait a minute, I actually remember how, because I did it when I downgraded all of my classmates' computers to Windows 2000 back in March. Grounded, 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 grounded. Wow, isn't this good? Walking down this corridor to get to PBS Studios, and then I am going to get Arthur's show cancelled forever. Who needs to watch that clone every single day, when I am an original character? This is Studio 37, which is where Arthur films new episodes. First, let's see if the coast is clear. If so, then I will go on the air, and I will cancel Arthur's show. Ha 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 ha. Good, the coast is clear. Nobody is using the studio right now, so I am good to go, and I will then go on the air. In just a few seconds, I will push this button, and then I will be on the air, just in time to get Arthur's show cancelled forever, and then I will replace it with my show.
Alright, let's see what is on PBS Kids. Arthur has to be on at this hour. Wait, what in the world? That doesn't look like Arthur, instead it looks like a clone of him. What is happening?
Good afternoon everyone. As you know, Arthur usually comes on at 4:30 in GoAnimate City. But today, there will be a change in the program schedule. First of all, my name is Arthur, and I am here to tell you that starting today, the Arthur series will be cancelled, and it will be replaced with a new spin-off series called Arthur. I am currently in the process of filming my first episode, which will air tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. So for those of you who are fans of Arthur, stay tuned for my upcoming series.
Oh no, Arthur is no longer making any new episodes.
Justin, what's the matter?
Mommy, you will not believe this, but this clone of Arthur just came on the air, and told the viewers that he is replacing the Arthur series with his own series starting from tomorrow, and that there will be no new episodes of Arthur anymore.
You're right, that does look like a clone of Arthur. But you have to understand that even the longest-running series in television eventually gets cancelled.
Danielle Vanessa, what is wrong right now? Oh, wait a minute, I see what's going on TV. Arthur is supposed to be on. I cannot believe that Arthur managed to go on the air, cancel Arthur's show, and then replace it with his own show. I believe he is going to be making episodes on how to act like an entitled Karen or something. He is going to be in so much trouble. Come on everyone, let's pick him up at the TV studio.
Well, my plan was successful. Now that Arthur is no longer on PBS Kids, I will start making episodes for my new series, Arthur, starting today, and like I said, the first episode will air tomorrow.
Arthur, get over here right now. You are in a lot of trouble.
Wait a minute, it's not what you think it is? Right?
Shut up, Arthur. And do not play dumb with us. We know what you were doing in the TV studio. Now, let's go home. Oh, 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 cannot believe that you went to the PBS Kids studio and cancelled Arthur's show. That was your sister's favorite TV program.
For this, you are grounded for another 96 months. This means that you are not allowed to talk to Chorus, no matter if it's in person or on a Zoom meeting. No leaving the house, other than going to school. And you must do your homework when you get home.
Now, go upstairs to your room, now.
Why?